God's calendar for the future is the Great Tribulation. Oh, my. When we go to the book of Revelation and we come to chapter 4, chapter 1 is that great vision of Christ. Chapters 2 and 3 had to do with John's present. Those 7 churches in Asia Minor, remember from your 3rd grade geography, Asia Minor, Turkey today. Those 7 churches were there. And by the way, those 7 churches do not represent 7 periods of church history. That's a fiction. Well meant, but that's not it. The order has to do with the imperial road that was built by the Romans. The next town and the next town and the next town. But here I am. I have opened my Bible to Revelation chapter 4. And each word is important. It says, after this, chapters 2 and 3, a door opened in heaven. So he's transported, and the word is come up here. So it's a different perspective. John is now not on earth, but in the spirit. He is in heaven looking down on the earth. And comes this time of trouble. And the most of the book of Revelation has to do with this great 7-year tribulation. Now we read in 2 Thessalonians 4 how believers are caught up and not here. Do believers go through this tribulation? I have my Bible open to 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 9. God has not appointed or destined us to wrath. That's not for us, no. And the tribulation is not ordinary stuff, hurricanes and earthquakes and so what we have been experiencing in this world. Oh, no. This is special, it's super. It's God pouring out his wrath on the earth. And it says in 1 Thessalonians 1:10, Jesus who delivers us from the wrath to come. This is God's wrath on an unbelieving, Christ-rejecting world. And so we who are believers, if we haven't died, are snatched out before that begins. The 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, the 7 bowls or vials of wrath is God's judgment poured out. God has a way of taking care of his people before he pours out his wrath. The flood, Genesis 6, not for Noah and his believing family. No, there's the ark. No. And fire and brimstone, God's wrath poured out on the city of Sodom. But Lot is rescued. He's pulled out before this takes place. Yes, the great tribulation is God pouring out his wrath upon this earth and those who are in it after we believers are gone.